Hi, Dawn here from Enzo's, where it's not about the dog.
And if you're new with us, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we answer your questions. What's our question today, Dawn?
Our question today is, my dog listens to me, but why doesn't my dog listen to my spouse? Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. So Clark and Abby, you guys, I talk about them all the time. My German Shepherds will literally sit on my porch in the pouring rain as my husband's calling them to go in the house. And if I'm still here at work, they will sit there and wait for me to come home. They will not come in. Monday night, I work late. I usually am here until about 8:30 because I have class. Come home, my dogs are soaking wet on Monday night. I'm like, why? Tom says, because they wouldn't come in the house. They won't listen to me. Now, it's not like they're being naughty. They're just sitting on the front porch waiting for me to get there. But why is that?
Because Tom hasn't been consistent in his expectations of them.
No, right? There is no consistency. If any of you know my husband, this is funny. If any of you know my husband, we literally call him Disneyland Dad around here because he's the fun guy who does all the fun things and lets dogs be totally inappropriate with them. But he's not consistent, so they don't listen to him when it really matters to listen to him, right?
And it's super important to think about how do you get to that point of being consistent. So I think as family members, we need to get together, have a thought process on what the end game, what is our life with this dog going to look like? Because this dog's going to be with us for a bazillion years, right?
Well, Lo is on her almost 18th year.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So at the very beginning, having expectations of what we want our life with our dogs to look like. Yeah. Is it that the dogs only listen to Dawn? Is that the expectation that the family is going to have?
Yep.
Fine. So you're going to be consistent with that expectation.
And that's a good one, Karen. Let me point on that one. It was quite a few years ago, probably in 2000. I think I got both Clark and Abby in 15. I got Clark first. He was about 2 years old when I got him. And I got Abby when she was about 8 to 10 months old. And absolutely the rule was, Tom, you can play ball with my dogs, but you can't do anything else with them. He literally doesn't even feed them, you guys. And because I knew they were going to be working dogs, working with me, and I didn't want it to be messed up. So that was our family plan at that point. We have other dogs Tom does everything with, but those two, what they were specifically my dogs meant to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that family plan, how you going to get there, mm-hmm. and the fact that you're going to be consistent with that plan.
Absolutely.
And with your expectations.
Yeah.
And I think that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
And so what do we mean when we say consistency?
Yeah. And
do we mean the same words? Do we mean the same time every day? Do we mean... And how long do I have to do this?
All those things. It's all those things. And how... Okay, so we'll start with the easiest one. How long? I don't know. I can't tell you.
Great.
Yay. So here's what I'll tell you, though, with Clark and Abby. With Clark, it took me 30 days to get him fully voice command trained. Okay? I did use a prong on him and an e-collar on him to train him. It took me 30 days. Why did it take me 30 days? A multitude of reasons, right? It took me 30 days. After that, I was amazed. Okay? And so one reason he was 2. So he was already mature for a German Shepherd. He was already fully mature. He probably had training before I got him. He has a really good genetic disposition. Okay. He is naturally a calm dog. So everything was very easy. He's a very sensitive dog. So if I just look at him wrong, if I do one of these, my kids call it the mom look. If I do the mom look to Clark, he'll literally be like, oh, like he's super sensitive. So it only took me 30 days. And his name is Clark Kent, for all of you who know Clark. With Abby, Abby's name is Abby No. That is literally her name. Her middle name is No. Her first name is Abby. Okay, there are other names. That's a whole other video. Your dog can have numerous names. That is another video we got to do. But no, with Abby No, it took me 9 months. Okay. She wasn't as old. She came with a lot of baggage. She came with a lot of issues, behavioral issues. So it took me 9 months to get her, and she wears an e-collar to this day. She still wears her e-collar and still needs it. Like she doesn't need it. She doesn't do anything horrible, but she definitely is the dog who will, she's just crazy. She's just a crazy little German Shepherd. Like, she's so much fun, but she definitely is high energy, much higher energy than Clark.
So I think what Dawn is saying about consistency is, and when we can loosen up on it. Clark, she's already loosened up on how structured and consistent she needs to be.
Yeah.
Because he's got it. He understands it. Abby, it's been 2 years, 3 years since you got her?
6, 7, 8. Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah.
And she's still having to follow through on those commands and that consistency.
And she will be for the rest of her life. Like, we will be doing this she will always be that dog. And it's not, and she's actually more quote unquote obedient than Clark. Like, if I'm going to work obedience with the dog, it's going to be with Abby because she's like spot on it. She's that breed. So the consistency though matters. Now, if Tom came in and wanted to do anything with either one of those dogs, he couldn't do it. Like, it wouldn't work. They'd look at him and be like, right, we're not going to do that for you because he's never worked them.
So, to wrap this up, why does my dog not listen to my husband, but he listens to me, or vice versa, whatever the case may be? It's because you've set that expectation in your dogs. Dogs don't do anything on their own, right? They read the room and they can play a room. Right? We all know that, right? They know they can't jump on Uncle Bob, but they're going to pee on Aunt Susie's shoe. Dogs can read a room. So helping them understand what their expectations are, having an end game in mind, knowing everybody's role in that dog's life and what it's going to be. Whether
Absolutely.
Tom has no role in their life, my husband has a huge role in my dog's life. So that expectation was set from the beginning. We've been consistent in it. And also knowing, like I said, dogs can read the room. Is there a big presence in the room? So there's a gentleman that we work with here. He is a firm believer in discipline and expectations set for his dog, and his dog listens to him perfectly. The wife is a little bit softer, and so he has been working with the wife and helping her get the same dog he has, because she has a different dog, even though it's the same dog, right? So that dog knows it can take advantage of mom, and mom's a big softie. So helping mom be consistent, seeing what she is doing that's different than what dad's doing, and having a plan in mind is going to help your dogs go.
Absolutely.
And knowing what the end game is going to look like.
Yeah, you have to have that look. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's why your dog doesn't listen to you, because you're not being consistent.
Yep. Okay, well, that's what we have for today. Go ahead and send in any questions you might have, and remember, it's not about the dog.